I think I can see a lot of new faces, and for people, those who still haven't, are still a little unfamiliar with the eCourt e-filing process, and people, those who haven't, still had the opportunity to do the filings online, I think it's very important for them. Otherwise, I'm sure even when I look on the screen, 90% completely aware works, but you know, and I just hope you understand. Initially, when this was put across to the members of the bar, I remember when I was also an executive member of the bar, I was the general secretary of the bar when it was first introduced, and when back then Mr. Sarma Wangchuk had got in touch with us, and the High Court was keen on, during the COVID time, immediately initiating the process of were encouraging the lawyers to start e-filing. We were a little reluctant initially, It's like we remember a lot of our members approaching us and saying, please tell the High Court that we don't want it immediately. We don't want the change of system immediately because it will be very inconvenient. And we were also a little reluctant when, we were suddenly informed that from now onwards, we'll have to start e-filing. The courts are going to go paperless. So it was a little unacceptable method of, pfiling, printing out your plaints and, and then filing it in the courts, taking your. But if you see today, over the years, it's been almost now more than 3 years that we've started this process of, and we've seen the High Court, if not totally, but that the court number 3, it's gone, it's become paperless, because and we can see a lot of our lawyers now these days and mobile phones and even tablets to the courts, and you see them arguing, and when you cite judgments, lawyers have become a little tech savvy, reading your citations from tablets and your computers. So like I said, we were a little reluctant initially, but I remember when we were given trainings, although we've still been trying, and we've been requesting the learned director and the additional director as well of the Judicial Academy to give us an opportunity to have this training that we are having today in person, actually, not just online, because still online, because we also, as trainers, when we were trained, has been online. And online, there's nothing like, having a physical training once, and to which the learned additional director, Zameng Madam, has at some point of time organize next time when we have this training, and organize a physical training, so that we get to be there and interact one-on-one, and then there'll be more any confusion or anything that we need to do. But has understood the concept and the importance of e-filing, because today when you see it is not just convenient for you to be sitting in your comfortable spaces, to your chambers, in your chambers, or you're sitting at the comforts of your house and then doing filings. And even in the expenses that you had to incur in terms of, I remember many of you just made the part just recently, just about a couple of years back. But I remember as young lawyers, when we had to file pleadings especially, we had to make 3 sets for the court. Respondents, or 15 respondents, 20 respondents, we had to make equal number of copies for them and then serve it, which in a way was very expensive, not just for lawyers, but even for clients. It turned out to be very expensive. But today, although still in the lower courts, in the registry, especially in the registry, even if an e-filing is done, if I'm not mistaken, the registry still asks for hard copies. I know hard copy no, which I think it's a little strange. I find it a little strange, but with time, I think this system is going to change. E-filing is e-filing. Paperless has to be completely paperless. E-filing Goriram, if you are to end of the file hard copies, then it makes no sense. So therefore, uh, 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 just to run you through filing right from the time when you, as a lawyer, the process of your registering, unless you give your names to the respective districts or in the High Court, this eCourt management Ganema, unless you give your names and your phone numbers are registered, you cannot open an account. And you cannot initiate the process of e-filing. We will just run you through with me. With me is, I'm sure all of you know Mr. Meghnad. Mr. Meghnad, he is a lawyer, a senior member of our. Since Mr. Meghnad is, I would still consider, I don't know, because I would still consider Mr. Meghnad to be one of the most tech-savvy advocates that we have in the bar, because, he's got this experience of running a cyber cafe himself. He's done, various courses related to computer science. So I've requested Mr. Meghnad. I'm grateful that he's taken out time to finish his matters in the court and be here in my office. In fact, he's sitting right beside me. Meghnad to run you through right from the starting, as in like how you create an ID, what is the process of filing, and I'm sure most of us have gone through this, but it is a learning. Although all my filings for the past couple of years, it's been 2 to 3 years, I've been doing e-filings, but sometimes in terms of filing there's a process that needs to be done. In terms of filing your documents, there's a different process. So every time when you file, you still phase, it's like every time you're learning. So therefore I've requested Mr. Meghnad to run you through and to make it more fruitful. I think let it not just be a one side. Let there be an interaction and let there be an interactive session, and let in between, if when Mr. Meghnad is running through, if anyone has any confusion, you can ask, so that let there be an interaction. Otherwise, first of all, it's online, and secondly, if it is only one side that the process is being initiated, then I think it becomes very unfruitful, and there might be a lot of clarifications that might be needed, but which cannot be done online. So please make it interactive. Now, may I request Mr. Meghnad will
share the screen.
Share the screen. So, and if there's any confusion or any clarity, that please raise your hand. There's a you can raise your hand, or you can just enter questions, and let there be an interaction. So, if I may request Mr. Meghnad, and do you see the screen which is being shared right now? Screen share
Yes, sir.
You can see the screen, right? The High Court thing. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Mr. Meghnad is going to take you through. And if there are any confusion, or if they want any clarity, please feel free to ask questions. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. With the permission of Learned Deputy Director, Sikkim Judicial, all of my dear friends, straight away to the screens, all right? So, my learned friends, there are two components in filing. One is e-filing, and before that, we have to make sure that we should pay our court fees. Okay. So going through the e-filing process, I'll just take you to how we can pay online. That is the mandatory things in some of the cases. Yes. Which happened? I'm missing the registration part. I think most of us have done already the registration part. Whoever have not done the registration so far, all of you to the registration part, all right? So open High Court website in Google. Okay, all you can do that. So here an e-payment. Just click it. Now, as I said, take me to e-filing in the left hand side and in the right hand side. All take me to e-filing. Click on that. Now here you have to do register. And, the important part here is you have to do the complete the registration process within 18 minutes. So you have to do this in a hurry. Beforehand, you have to upload your photograph. You have ID, ID card, like voter ID card, PAN card, any kind of ID card. You have to make sure that it has been uploaded in your computer. You have kept that documents in the computer. All right. Then now you can proceed here. Register. Okay. Now request just above that session will expire in 17.55 minutes. So the time has already started. Now you all have to make sure that you have to complete the registration 18 minutes. The basic details you have to enter here: mobile number, email ID, bar registration number, all you have for login. Then you have to click the next page, and thereafter, where you want to register, High Court, put High Court, then select High Court, put that CAPTCHA and all that. Then thereafter, you will get OTP in your mobile number. That you have to. Should I do?
Guys,
Guys, is there like this special main app is running you through the initial stages of registration? Is there anyone here who hasn't actually registered for e-filing?
anyone? Is there anyone? So,
So
which
which
means
means
all of
all of
you,
you,
those
those
who
who
are
are
participating
participating
here
here
today,
today,
hasn't, right?
right?
Can you
Can you
guys
guys just
respond?
Again, we can't
So
hear you.
everyone has, right? So which means the very fact that no one is responding, which means let me take it for the fact that everyone has a registration ID, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we presume that you all have the registration ID. Even if you do not have, then log into this page. You can read ready with your photo and ID proof having image size between 5 KB and 5 MB. So all those documents in your hand, then you can do registration process. We presume that you all have registration, so we'll not go into this. Okay, I'm coming back to the main page. Then you should log into the page. Okay, whatever the login user ID, you just put it here and put captcha 2345. It's unstable, something like that. 75522. Okay. Now the main page of e-filing section. So here, pausing, I would like to request all the learned friends that before you start e-filing, make sure that you have paid court fees online. If you have to pay court fees, then you pay fees online. Okay. From where do you get that is? Okay. Once you pay the fees, then you print out that copy, scan it. So the another company is after you ready with the plain or documents or pleadings, you need to print it out, sign it, and then you scan it. And make sure that when you scan, the file size should be below 25 MB. Okay, now there are so many free websites. If your file exceeds beyond 25 MB, then you can reduce it through online also. So compress. You can compress the size of the file. All right. So thereafter, the file should be in PDF format. It should not be in JPG. The system accepts only PDF format. All right. Now, once you are ready with the plains or the documents or pleadings or any kind of things, and you are ready with the court fees, make sure that you scan all those documents, court fees, and wakalatnama, and the form A or B. And then now, if the case is new case, then go to the new case section. Okay. For the purpose of demonstrations, I'm clicking here, new case. So select High Court. You can see High Court, civil criminal. Okay. I'll click civil, matter type, original, appeal, applications. If you are filing mixed applications, you select applications. If you are filing original suit, you select original. Now case type. Is not coming. Oh, I have selected. Sorry, I have selected High Court. So therefore, I am searching for the plain, so it will not come. Okay, I have to select lower court. Sikkim district. So we have okay, district and session judge, civil. So matter type, original. Okay, say for example, money suit. We are filing money suit. Is MSCT matter? No. So if your matter is urgent, you put urgent. If it is ordinary, put ordinary. Then submit. Here, complainant petitioner informations. Okay, if it is an organization, if you are filing on behalf of the organization, put select organization, then you select the name of the organization. If it is listed there, central government, PWD, State Bank of Sikkim, and all that. If your party is a private party, then complainant petitioner, first name, okay. So relation, father. So put age, then male, female, and then if you have email, put email. I'm giving the detail of demo. If it is required or it is not required, I think most of the learning this procedure. Email ID, you put the email ID, then more, then add any address. Okay. Then select state, district, book. Then these all are not required. So save the details. Okay, my details have been saved successfully and petitioners added successfully. And e-filing number has also been generated. Now, next. Unfortunately, I am logged out from the page. This may be because of internet problem. So if it happens to you also while filing, then please go to the draft. Then you'll get here. And then you again move on. Okay, so we have already filled up the complainant's petitioner information. Then next, respondent information.
This
Okay, so relation father. These are the mandatory fields you put. Otherwise, if there is no static mark, you don't fill up those. Okay, so these all are not required. Now save. Next. But if you have the informations of defendants or respondents, you so if you have two parties, two defendants, then or two complainant or two plaintiffs, then other person also. So complainants, petitioner, extra information, it is not mandatory. If you have here also, otherwise you just save it and then click next. So now extra party information. Okay, If you have 2 or 3 plaintiffs, put complainant, petitioner, select and fill up the forms. If you have 2 or 3 respondents or defendants, you select here and you fill up the form. All right, I'll go with accused respondent here. Father's name, relative name, age, mail, email, required. If you have the information, then you fill it up. Now save it. Once you submit this e-file, cannot modify extra party. Make sure that you fill up the entire informations of the extra party. Otherwise, you cannot modify later. Click on next button. Now, okay. So put cause of action. Prayer select here. Say for example, permanent injunction. Money. Recovery of money along with interest in money suit. So put claim amount. Okay. So what relief you have claimed, you can fill it up here. Save. Next. Here again, you are getting the informations of accused respondent information page. So if you have other respondents, you can fill it up here. Okay, so in this case, we don't have any respondents, so I'm moving on. Save. Next. Complainant petitioners extra information. This is not meant to save. Next. I think this has been repeated. Save. Next. Cause of action. Cause of action. Next. Oh, please complete respondent section. So this respondent section has to be filled up. If you have extra informations of the complainant or the petitioners, you can put it here. Otherwise, you may save and press on next button. Again, the same page is coming up, my friends, because we must have left some important informations here. So accused respondent, let's say him, father, tutor, extra party information. So I think if it is necessary, extra party information. So, but the page is not progressing. So I think I'll put it address like that. Select state section. Saved. Court fees important because your section no pugde again. Extra party. Okay. So cause of action again. Cause of action. I'm not trying on this. Next. Okay. Finally, we have progressed. Now, act information. Okay. Code of civil procedure. Okay. 7. Order 7. Save. Now move on to next. Okay. This page is very important for us. Code and later on e-sign because we don't have this things with us. So uploaded and later on e-verified using mobile OTP. So most of us are practicing this. All right. So click on this button. Save. Move on to next. Now, another important aspect is the documents which you have already scanned and saved in your computer. Now it has to be uploaded here. Documents. Loading. Planned. Choose file. I think this computer does not have PDF file. Documents. Okay, I think from here, I cannot move forward. Upload the documents here, okay? Put the documents title. I'll just try once. Documents. PDF file, just I know, okay? PDF file. अच्छा यहाँ रहेछ एउटा PDF file. So custom judgment रहेछ. Okay, title is custom judgment. Upload it. Document uploaded successfully. Can you see there? Document uploaded successfully. All right. See here. Document. Okay. Now move on to next. Now this is the important part. I was talking earlier in my sessions also. Whatever the court fees you have paid and printed, scanned, you have kept that in your computer, laptop. Okay, now you have to upload the here fee type. What fee? Okay, fee amount. Say for example, 2 lakhs, 1% 2000. Okay, select. Bank name is not required. All right, so you will get I think 8 or 10 digit number in the e-challan you have printed. Just put the number part only. Okay. So for example, you have paid court fees on 22 to 2024. Okay, select court fee. Mintu and MN Dhungel is coming. So select Mintu, the shortest one, because the characters for typing here is limited to 45 characters only. You can see in the red here, PDF file only. Length can be 45 characters only. All right. So here, whenever you put the name of the party with this, you have to limit your characters within 45. Otherwise, this will not be uploaded. So now upload. Only PDF are allowed. Custom judgment template. What fees? The amount 2000. Select amount. Each challan. My session has gone again because I'm taking much time, no? So for that reason only my session is logging out again and again. Okay, so thereafter there is not so much important information that has to be entered into in the e-portal. The next step would be you have to put mobile OTP, mobile verifications of the party as well as advocate. All right. Then the next step would be to submit it finally. Okay, so we have confusions regarding making e-payments. In earlier meeting with Jola Didi, she was asking for the discrepancies that has been caused to her in uh, e-payment. So I, if you are there, you can please talk to Rapten sir here,
Zola,
Zola,
because that will be for
hello,
all.
Zola. Zola, are you
Zola,
there?
is there?
Can
Can
you
you
share the
share the
difficulty
difficulty
that you
that
had
you
so
had
that
so that
all of us
all of
know?
us know?
And
And
just
just
adding a little to what Mr. Meghnad
Meghnad
said.
said,
Well,
well,
see,
see,
if
if
you've
you've
seen gone
gone to
to the
the
e-filing
e-filing
section
section
that
that
and
and
you know
uh,
observed
observe
what
what
Mr. Meghnad
Meghnad
said,
said, e-filing and
e-filing and
e-payment.
e-payment. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
here since in the
in the
state of
state of Sikkim,
Sikkim, the government
government
accounts
accounts
are
are
maintained
maintained by
by the
the
State
State
Bank of
Bank of
Sikkim. Oh,
Sikkim,
and
and
it's
since it's
not a
not a national
nationalized bank.
bank,
Like
like
in
in
other
other
states,
states,
uh, with
with
regards to
regard
the
to the payment
payment being
being
made in the
in the bank,
banks, there is not much of
much
a
of a
confusion
confusion
like
like
ours.
ours.
Because
Because
Hamlamaji, if you
Hamlamaji,
see, we
we
do
do
that e-payment,
payment,
and then the
and then the
PDF is
PDF,
done, and it
and
is
it is
not
not
directly,
directly,
we
we
cannot
cannot
directly
directly
reflect it
reflect it
in
in
our
our,
account, because
because
Nayari
Nayari,
we'll have
we'll
to
have
do
to
a
do a
PDF,
PDF,
take out a
take out a
printer,
printer,
do a
do a
PDF,
PDF,
and then
and then
file it
file it
separately.
separately.
But in
But
the
in the
other
other
courts,
courts,
once you
once you
file it,
file it,
nationalized
nationalized
bank
bank
link
link
it immediately gets linked. And there is
And there
one
is
more
one more,
confusion here is, even in the High
even in the
Court
high
when we
courts when
file,
we file,
now say for
now say for
example, if you're
example,
sticking a 10
the 10
rupee
rupee
stamp
stamp
on
on a
on affidavit,
affidavit,
it's
it's
still
still
fine,
fine,
because
because
there's the
there's the
seal of the oath commissioner. But
but
many a
many a
times the
times
High Court
the
is
registry is
rejecting,
rejecting,
although
although
they many
many
a
a
cases
cases
they've
they've
been
been
rejecting,
rejecting,
saying,
saying,
say for
say for
example,
example,
Hamile
Hamile
Dostupego
Dostupego
stamp
stamp
stick
stick
Gode
Gode
Hote on a
on a
let's say
let's
an
say an
application that you
that you
file,
file,
but the
but the
registry
registry
many a
many a
times is
times is
refusing.
refusing.
What
What
they're
they're
saying is
saying
the
is the
Dostupego
Dostupego
stamp
stamp
not
not
डाले
डाले
होते,
होते,
you
you
will
will
have
have
to
to
do
do
e-payment.
e-payment.
E-payment
E-payment
गरेर
गरेर
10 रुपैयाँकै
10
हो
हो
भने
भने
पनि,
पनि
instead
instead
of
of
sticking
sticking
that
that
stamp,
stamp,
do an
do an
e-payment,
गरेर
upload it
upload it
like
like
Mr.
Mr.
Meghnad
Meghnad
showed,
showed,
and
and
then
then
do
do
it.
it.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
many of
many of
you must have
us have
faced
faced
this
this
problem.
problem.
I
I
don't know
don't
why,
know,
because
because
the
the
registry
registry
keeps
keeps
on
on
raising this
raising this
issue.
issue. Many a times they
They
say,
aina
"Aina
stamp
stamp
they file
Rapten
file
sir.
now."
now."
Sorry?
Sorry?
Rapten sir. Hello,
Yes.
Yes.
Rapten sir.
Like,
Like,
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but there's some problem with your audio. It's not clear. It's echoing.
is it okay now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah. No, what I was sharing is because many a times we face this problem when we in the High Court. You moving an application, a miscellaneous application, or any document that you're filing, an application that you're filing, because we've got the system of, let's say, stamp, right? 10 rupees stamp stick got the many a times the registry is rejecting it, saying that 10 rupees ko stamp, that 10 rupees ko denomination go, you do an e-filing 10 rupees ko, and then upload e-filing, because I don't know, the logic is, sometimes I find it a little illogical, because what they say is your stamp can be reused time and again. Because for 100 petitions that we file, 10 rupees stamp we might be using, no? Stick garde, scan it and then file it. Therefore, that e-filing got the giri to be on the safer side, so that it doesn't come under the defect list. Might as well do e-filing, e-payment, and then the bank receipt or the challan, upload the document and then file it.
Yeah, what about the legal aid cases?
No, legal aid cases, obviously there is, if a stamp is not required, and if or any court fee as such is not required to be paid, then it makes no sense. So then there is no question of your making an e-payment. No, जहाँ e-payment चाहिँ चाहिँदैन, it's not.
तर हुँदैन नि,
Why?
हुँदैन त्यो त्यो उयस त्यो
Uh,
कोर्ट फीबाट नै उयो जाँदैन, त्यहाँदेखि त्यही अड्किन्छ।
कहाँबाट
भाइ
जान्छ? रेजिस्ट्रीबाट?
अनलाइनमा हुँदैन।
I had filed one consumer case. It was a तर त्यसमा चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ अब त्यो कोर्ट फिस पेमेन्टको त्यो आएको भयो। So what we were asked to do is just
1 rupees, 2 rupees.
Then Zola, in that case, as a formality, I think even if it is just 1 rupees, to be on the safer side, I guess we will have to make a payment, and then upload the receipt and then file it. And I think that's the safest thing to do, because unfortunately what has happened is, see, we are still using this 2.0 version of e-filing, eCourts. In Sikkim, unfortunately, we're still using this 2.0, and it's been upgraded to 3.0, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. And many of the high courts have already upgraded themselves, and they've already started using the system 3.0. Unfortunately, when I was checking, ours is still 2.0. I'm sure you must have heard that, all of us have been made aware that Askal Bhansani, the templates for us to, lawyers, even for a fresh lawyer to, if you want to draft applications in the e-court system, the e-filing, we have these templates they can later. There is even, your clients can sit at home and then have your petition signed online, upload, and then, we can do e-filing. And there is even a system of wherein through you can swear affidavits. Not necessarily that you need to be in your lawyer's chamber, or the client needs to be with you. Upload garera, even uploaded wherein you swearing your affidavit. But unfortunately, that system we are still not using it, because the state of Sikkim has to upgrade it. Our courts have to upgrade it. But in the other, because state, if I'm not mistaken, they've already started using it. Delhi has already started. Many of the states have already started using it. And once that, many things, you took in the initial phase, we're still using this 2.0. So that's upgraded version, I think, has a lot of things which, on the just to get an idea for everyone, to just to get an idea, you can Google it, services bhanera. You can just note that filing.ecourts.gov.in bhanera, or you can just Google, you can just write e-filing of court cases bhanera ni, and the first time you'll get this e-filing services online. That, and if you see on Google page e-filing services, there they've given this detail of this upgraded 3.0. Now 3.0, unfortunately, we cannot be using this, because the state of Sikkim, the courts have still not upgraded to 3.0, and there are ready-made templates to online payments, to portfolio management, even to the extent of online video recording of oaths, where you record oaths, and then we can directly file. E-signing, and even you can e-sign and then file it. But I don't know, very soon probably also be using that upgraded version of 3.0. Zola, is that what the difficulty that you were having and you wanted to check? And someone had questioned, Mr. Meghnad was saying that because all the documents that we need to file when we're doing e-filing is now is aware of the fact that documents cannot be uploaded until and unless it's been converted into PDF. Now, PDF, Mr. Meghnad made it very clear, and it's written in, if you see, it's reflected in the website as clearly, in the app as well, because it cannot exceed 2.0, 20 MB, होइन 25 MB. Even the BC Chobani, if it's a very bulky document, then document 1, 2, 3, 4 break page wise break you can either upload that, or if it is to the extent of you can compress the document. Compress going like someone was asking a question, someone had raised a question here, chat ma, saying, how do we compress the document? Now see, PDF, if you've got that paid version, there is a provision of compressing the documents. Otherwise, you can do a little research online. There are several free as well as paid software where you can compress these documents. And the software, the one which I just use sometimes. Oh, Mr. Meghnad, I love PDF. Never need third day. Oh, I'm doing it. I love PDF. Probably Mr. Meghnad can show how the documents can be compressed. And important question that someone has raised, a query. And I think I would request since Mr. Meghnad is sharing that the screen, let him demonstrate me कसरी चाहिँ compress गर्छ भनेर, because many of us might not know, because even I learned recently how to compress the document. Very good. एउटा compress गर्नु लागि there is also a free thing. I don't know if it is lifetime limited purpose कि XODO भन्ने पनि छ. You can Google it कि compress गर्नु document. XODO, it's capital X then ODO. So through that software also you can compress.
Which files? So it's very unique.
All chapters associated with water PC or something. I guess. Like water PC as well. And compress that.
This one also. So you just need to click on the file. Uploading. It's compressing the size. Now it has been compressed. Okay, if you need basic, strong, so basic will do in the PDF form. Now see the file also in the left hand side. Download. So it was earlier more than 500 KB. It is now 400 KB. So in this way also there are so many free sites. So we can use those sites in compressing the size. Compressed.
Case management.
So we have seen how the file is compressed. All right. So now, along with the website, we have eCourts app also. We can use the eCourts app also. We don't have to carry diaries and all right. If you have installed eCourts app, then you can make use of the eCourts app. The best part is all the informations regarding our cases, it will appear in the eCourts. Dates are also given there, and most importantly, the latest version of updated versions of uh, the book Bear Acts are also given there. I'll just show you from the website. eCourt services. I'm not getting India code here. Achha, it's very easy to get India code from the apps. I'm not getting India code here. Otherwise, what we can do is we can directly type India code also. India code. Okay, now we can search here. Say for example, prevention of laundering act. So we'll get here the latest version, the updated version of PMLA. Okay, we can download it here and we can use it in the courtrooms virtually. So this is the best part of eCourts. I wanted to show you from app, but my laptop does not have the eCourts app installed here. मोबाइलमा छ हजुर मोबाइलमा चाहिँ लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड साइडमा क्लिक गरेर बट्टममा जानुभयो भने चाहिँ यु क्यान गेट इन्डिया कोड सो इफ यु क्लिक अन द इन्डिया कोड यो यही वेबसाइटमा तपाईँहरूलाई त्यहाँबाट रुट गर्छ सो यो त भयो कि त्यो कन्फोनेटको पनि अलिकति भनिदिने कन्फोनेटको
And I think one more very important aware of this when I was discussing with Mr. Megnatni. Are you guys aware that e-court is just a consumer accommodation e-dakhil? Yeah. I don't know if all of you are aware of it because been made aware of this e-dakhil wherein you can file things, online filings through e-dakhil. Okay? So I would just request Mr. Megnat to share a little about e-dakhil. Sorry?
When you consumer cases, we have to file it through e-dakhil only. Consumer jail.
Yes.
याद छ होला नि सबैजनालाई ई दाखिलको बारेमा?
ए याद छैन हजुर
याद छैन सर? सर मैले यहाँ स्क्रिन सेयर गर्दैछु कि।
विनोद भाइ
हजुर सर।
मेरो रिक्वेस्ट चाहिँ के छ भनेदेखि यो त तपाईँहरूले यो अनलाइन नगरेर नि बरु उयसमै गरेको राम्रो हुन्थ्यो होला अलिक अलिक हामीलाई सिक्नु अलिक सजिलो हुन्थ्यो होला जस्तो लाग्यो फिजिकल हामी यस्तो बुढो मान्छेले त अलिक साह्रो साह्रो पर्दछ नि त खोइ त
हजुर
खालि
Sanduk
खालि
sir,
यहाँ त आउटलुक नेट र सेप मात्रै मैले त बेसी बुझेँ हो
no, what you are saying is absolutely true. Okay? Time and again, we've requested Judicial Academy will also take note of this. That for this, physical session, I think it's very important because there's nothing like physical present. I think it becomes.
at least we can raise questions also we can
Madam, yeah, please,
Yes, sir.
if you could kindly take note of, a session on this has to be it has to be done physically as well. Then it becomes, all the more fruitful.
Yes, sir, I will definitely inform director also about it, and we will definitely organize one program, and that will be physical training program only on this very topic. Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Yeah, I think that's very important because we've been time and again bringing it to the notice of the previous
Yes.
your predecessors as well that online is fine, but nothing like physical because the physical would be very important.
Okay, sir. Definitely, sir.
Thank you.
in fact madam we have to be updated regarding the e-filing so we need physical training
हुन्छ सर सर यो कुरा म डाइरेक्टर साहबसँग पनि राख्छु कि सर यो ट्रेनिङ चाहिँ खासमा फिजिकलै गर्न हामीले ट्राई गर्दै थियो बट
हजुर।
बिकज टाइम कन्स्ट्रेन्ट फेरि त्यसको माथि सबैको कोर्टको केसेसहरूले गर्दा बिजी हुन्छ भनेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि यो अनलाइन भइगयो कि बट नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल डेफिनेटली गिभ फिजिकल अन यो ट्रेनिङै राख्छ नि त हुन्छ सर
हस्, हस्।
And along with this, I think the last kiosk services, if you see in the district, it's been installed in the district court as well as the high court. High court pani jane bitike when you enter the main building, you see that kiosk. In the kiosk, you can see the status of the case to whatever you can see through your app. The kiosk is there. Bother to use. Even the kiosk is very helpful for you to your daily orders, to your case status, to everything is readily available there. On the, I think this is e-filing. It's just that it's like we've got to take advantage of this. The most important advantage that I've personally experienced is, say for example, tomorrow is the last date. Tomorrow my limitation ends. So today, even by midnight, I have this opportunity of sitting at home and filing it. Oh, if it was only hard copies to be filed, we didn't have this option. 4 baje ko baad goye hunte, 3 or 4 ko baad goye hunte. In case if you miss filing it in the filing counters, then your limitation is gone. Oh. Got to go through this process of filing a Section 5 limitation application, all those issues. But Arju, sitting at the comforts of your house, Rati 12 baji, till the time the clock strikes 12, your limitation is still alive. You're sitting at home through your computer. So this is the advantage. One of the major advantages that I have personally experienced in terms of, once we started using e-filing. But then too, there are still many glitches that we are facing at the moment. Like I said, upgraded version, unfortunately, use we still stick in the phase of using 2.0. 3.0, you can just, to get a general idea about the upgraded version, you can check the net and see your eCourt services, Mike. And I think with that, we'll be more well equipped and it's going to be more comfortable for lawyers to be using the eCourt services. It's not that at the moment it is not comfortable. It is very comfortable, I'm sure. But technical glitches, every day is a learning lesson. You file it, you think like, but next time when you file, a certain application or a certain petition, when only when issues are raised by the registry that but until and unless you personally use it on your own, you will not be able to figure out what the problem is or the kind of difficulties that we face. So I think more or less about e-filing, that's about it. We've tried to cover almost everything. And I'm very thankful to Mr. Megnath as well, because he's taken out the trouble of being here and presenting. In fact, Mr. Megnath and myself, we were thinking time and again. Last year, we were even thinking, and but unfortunately, it hasn't worked out since representatives of the bar, executive members are here. We were thinking if the bar won, we wanted to do it. The bar executives can arrange this a training like this in the bar room also, actually, for lawyers, especially fruitful for lawyers who just joined and those who haven't registered or those who are still not used to the process of e-filing. So with this, I think that's about it. And if there are any questions or any experiences that you personal experiences that you want to share with regard to e-filing, you're welcome. You can please do that.
Rapten sir.
Yes, madam.
Slomita.
Yeah?
So last time
right.
Last time मैले e-filing गरेको थिएँ, त्यो चाहिँ मनी सुटको थियो हो सर?
हजुर.
अनि मैले चलानहरु सबै भरे, त्यहाँदेखि लास्टमा गएर चाहिँ your case has been submitted for approval भनेर मेसेज आयो सर.
हजुर.
And then approval admin कोमा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ they said that चलान चाहिँ मैले जुन चाहिँ काट्छु नि सर, कोर्ट फिस चाहिँ कम्ती रहेछ भनेर भन्नुभयो हैन?
हजुर.
But then तपाईको e-filing मा चाहिँ there is one column which is like defective भनेर देखाउँछ नि सर?
हजुर.
त्यसमा चाहिँ डिफेक्ट मेरो कोर्ट फिसमा छ भनेर चाहिँ आएको थिएन.
हैन, कोर्ट Solomon,
my application was accepted, but it
yes.
was pending for admin approval.
Yes.
And I went to the court basker.
I got it, Solomon. I got your issue. Okay. See, hear me out. If I'm not mistaken, probably court fees. Say, for example, is you're supposed to pay 100 rupees, but you paid 90 rupees. Okay. Let's say there's a shortage of 10 rupees. Okay. Probably system later one detect me saying whether it is more or the system doesn't have the power to do that. Oh, that's why it goes for approval to the admin, the in charge. No. Just like High Court when we file, it goes to the deputy registrar in a day. This scrutinized, no? So it is only, personally they'll be able to check and then find out, and then they will tell you the defects. But the system will not be able to tell you because system later court fees detect on something saying it is 100 rupees, it is 200 rupees, or it is 90 rupees. The system cannot defect check. Check the manually.
Yes, sir. Yes, so much, sir.
That's why manually check they will manually check it. Oh, because once you file it, it will go to the registry. The registry will manually check whether the petition is right or not, whether the format is wrong, format right, right from your spelling mistakes to your High Court when the full stop, comma, then they will sit and detect. They will make a checklist of all your defects, no? Then they will put it in the column wherein it comes, your thing has been rejected, or these are the defects which you need to cure. But the system cannot automatically detect. It is not a computer-generated defect, no? The registry checks it. So the concerned person checks it and takes out the defect and lets us know about the defects.
Mr. Tashi, maybe she may be asking that how to cure that additional, how to pay that additional through online. Additional court fee.
Solomon.
होइन सर, फर्स्टमा चाहिँ सबमिटेड भनेर मेसेज आउँछ हो सर वान्स फाइल एप्लिकेसन सबमिट गरेपछि पेन्डिङ फर एडमिन अप्रुभल त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ पेसकरलाई सोद्धाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो केस कहिले लिस्ट हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ फेरि मेरो एप्लिकेसन उनीहरूले गो थ्रु गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ ए तपाईँको त कोर्ट फिस कम्ती रहेछ 500 कम्ती हाल्नु भएछ भनेर भन्नुभयो हो तर त्योभन्दा अगाडि मेरोमा मेल आइसकेको थियो यो केस हेज बिन रेजिस्टर्ड भनेर बाई दि हाइकोर्ट एडमिन भनेर आइसकेको थियो तर इकोर्ट्समा चाहिँ देयर इज वान डिफेक्टको कलम पनि रहेछ नि होइन सर हाइकोर्टबाट मेसेज आउँछ नि वान्स अप्रुभ भइसकेपछि फर्स्टमा एउटा मेसेज आउँछ यो केस हेज बिन सबमिटेड एन्ड पेन्डिङ फर फाइनल अप्रुभल भनेर आउँछ सर एन्ड देन अगेन त्यसको बादमा चाहिँ अप्रुभ भइसकेपछि चाहिँ हाइकोर्टको एडमिनले यो केस चाहिँ रेजिस्टर गरेको छ यो केस नम्बर हो भनेर आउँछ अन्त त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ म कोर्टको पेशकालाई सोध्नु गएँ मेरो केस चाहिँ कहिले लिस्ट हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यहाँदेखि उनीहरूले स्क्रुटिनी गर्यो स्क्रुटिनी गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ दे फाउन्ड आउट द्याट माई कोर्ट फिस वाज 500 चाहिँ लेस रहेछ भनेर फेरि चलान गर्नु गयो फेरि रिफाइलिङ भयो
No, the truth about that could be a mistake on the part of the registry, no? Court fees ta kinam tapeko kamti cha ni system le ta cannot check your defects ni. The defects have to be checked manually. Oh, many a times it happens. Sometimes ke scrutinize garera accept garirako huncha, but it is not the fault of the system, but the fault of the officer who is scrutinizing it. Aina Solomit Buznuba. It is the fault of the staff. They should have eCourts approved actually should have intimated me saying you defects have the defect list but sometimes they tend to overlook it. Approve like case generate but later court is going they realize that your court fee is thing. But good that the court you made to think, no? You were made aware of the fact that the court fees that you filed is less, no? You would have been in problem, no?
Yeah. Hello, again.
Like?
When we are doing this e-filing, then why do we have to file a hard copy?
That's what as Vice President of the Bar Association of Sikkim, you will have to raise this issue with the presiding officers or the presiding officer and bring it to their notice and say that registry later, yeah, because High Court they don't ask. High Court hard copies are not asked. You file it and the printer and then placed before the honorable judges. We don't have to file extra copies. It's the same, especially I think this is happening more in the lower courts. When you file it, e-filing but hard copies are also being asked. Either they're trying to save their paper or they're trying to save their resources. So you can raise this issue with the presiding officer there. And because it makes no sense, first of all, you're saying paperless, eCourts, we're going to the system. But again, time and again, you've been asked for copy. So Vice President, Madam, will have to raise this issue with Judge Sab and, presiding officer and just, there must be a reason. I think they will justify me. I have also, time and again, I have also been thinking, I think that lawyers from don't have to serve hard copies. Ms. Kina, why don't you just think, share your ways? It must be a little progressive. They don't ask for hard copies. Because I think I think the registry is actually in the lower courts looking unarke convenience hai there alani, or they've got
Sir, I'm definitely going to place this before the CPC High Court
Madam,
also, this issue. But another thing is probably because as of now, it is not completely paperless भएको छैन court, hybrid mode ma चल्दैछ, probably because of that. Maybe it could be, I don't know, but then I think these training sessions are also being organized to make it completely paperless. अझैसम्म completely paperless भएको छैन and hybrid mode ma चल्दैछ, probably because of that. But then I will place it before Binay sir. He's the CPC High Court, and I'll on the next session, whenever there is any training with regards to ICT, that time I will answer the queries.
Yes. Thank you, madam. And the Zamang madam, even this, I think we need to inquire with regard to this upgraded version also, no 3.0.
Yes, sir.
When it
Yes,
is,
I have taken note of that also. Immediately after this training session, I'm going to talk to CPC about
because
it.
that would be more. It looks like a very upgraded and a very. It's going to be more convenient actually, even for lawyers and even I think even for judicial officers and the court.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yes, thank you. Any more queries or any anything to be shared from any of our members? Since Zamang madam is also here, she's taking difficulties that you're facing or the problems
Yes,
that you have.
yeah, if any new lawyers are there, because this training basically this training is basically focused on the new lawyers or the new person who have not undergone the training so far with regards to eCourts and all. So if there are any new young lawyers who are new to this training session, then please don't hesitate to ask questions, because everybody is from here, Sikkim bar only, so there is no need to feel awkward also. I think you can freely ask questions, whatever questions you have. Acceptance of e-filing petition, I mean time for, Madam Changa has written something in the chat.
Acceptance of e-filing and Chenga, no matter where you are, you can still join and share your thing. Even if you are in town or even if you're anywhere.
So I mean the time. So I mean the timing of acceptance of the petitions. Whatever we file, it is online. It is limited till 2:30 p.m. So within 2:30 p.m., if we have filed it, then they will accept it. Otherwise, they won't accept the e-filing. And the next day only, the following day only, they will accept the application. So sometimes
Hours? Yeah.
In I think in Mangan we follow that. There is a rule with regard to the e-filing, and there is a timing has been set. 2:30 for the e-filing. 1:30 or 2:30. That is the timing. For the acceptance, we can file it whenever we want, but the court will accept only on 1:30 or 2:30 p.m.
2:30, madam.
1 or 2:30.
Chenga, madam, 2:30. In Mangan, 2:30.
Chenga, I don't think there would be any timing for e-filing. There could be a timing for your physical filing. Physical filing of your hard copies, but e-filing, how can they set a timing e-filing?
For scrutiny,
so
sir.
we can file it anytime. We can file it anytime e-filing, but sir, they will accept it till 1:30 or 2:30 only. I think 2:30 p.m. Yes, sir. E-filing.
No, e-filing. How will they have control when you are sitting with your?
They have some rules. I think that is from the High Court only.
There's a confusion. I don't
acceptance
think so. No, acceptance could be because see, let's say I file it right now. No, let's say I'm sitting in my office right now, and obviously till tomorrow 10 o'clock, these people in the registry will not check it. No, they will check it during. You got it? They will obviously.
Yes, sir. But
right.
Why that can't be till 4 or 3:30 but it comes only till 2:30. So
Right,
becomes
that is a
problematic.
different issue, right? That is not a problem with e-filing. That is a problem that's I don't think it depends on the administrator. They must have set a rule.
Yes, sir. There is some
With regard
rule.
to e-filing, but it to be taken up by the bar with the presiding officer. But to file, there cannot be a thing. No, your e-filing, you can file anytime. Yes, obviously,
Yes, sir. For e-filing we can file anytime at any time, but acceptance they have certain times and duration. Thank you, sir.
Vice President, please take note of so many raised by the bar members. So I think, Chandak sir, anything?
Physical huनुपर्छ, that is the only my, because I couldn't understand much more from this virtual training, no?
Yes, it is.
Maybe-
There will be.
Maybe I am the youngest learned member in this training, so because of that I couldn't understand.
I think, Chandak sir, I think this is for the first time that you're sitting in a training eCourts.
Yes.
That's the reason why. First, budo bhayo. Secondly, you are sitting for the first
I
time.
am the youngest one.
त्यसै कारण पनि तपाईको यो भएको. But Zaming madam has taken note of this, and I think physical, yes, nothing like having a physical. तपाईँलाई मात्रै हैन sir, even as trainers, for us as trainers also to be trained physically, I think we would prefer that. And हामी आफैलाई पनि further training as trainers लाई पनि training of trainers पनि अझै.
And we needs to be updated.
So Zaming madam has taken note of that, and she will take care of that, I'm sure.
Thank you to all of you.
Chandak sir, we are having this training. This is like ICT ko chhara training program cha मैले अघि सुरुमै भने नि sir. This is e-committee ko बाट. We have to conduct 6 ICT training program within this 3 months, January, February, March. So there are 2-3 more ICT training programs which we will be having soon in March. So I will try to make that training program physical. And the तपाईकोमा चाहिँ definitely nominate गर्छु नि त. तपाई चाहिँ एउटा participants आइदिनुहोस् हो. तपाई new रहेछ. So I think you will be able to gain more in that also.
Yes.
आज के तपाईले answer गर्नु सकेन, because in the next training session also I think the resource person is Rapten sir and Mr. M.N. Dhungel sir. So
Madam.
Yes sir.
My humble request to you is your training program, whenever you will fix, it should not be during the time of filing nomination papers, please.
Yeah.
Kindly make it sure.
The nomination papers को time को त हैन होला, तर अब तपाईले priority
looking our interest also, kindly fix that training apart from this filing of nomination papers.
Okay, so this training program, the date has already been fixed, and I'm sure it's definitely not during that period of time which you are saying. So probably तपाईं आउनु सक्नुहुन्छ त्यति बेला नि.
Sure, madam. Sure.
Okay,
madam, the only thing that Chandak sir like the first seat, first row, first seat.
Sure.
No, so it is so nice that you are actually taking interest in it. No, that's why I was requesting that if there is any new young lawyer who is also here, so they can feel free to ask questions and find out about this when they are getting opportunity from the master trainers to learn regarding filing of to do filing through e-portal. So I think that will be good. So any other queries?
I have a query.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Who is this? Please introduce yourself.
I'm Neha Gupta. I am a bar member as well. I got enrolled last year. So my question, first of all, I would like to thank Judicial Academy for organizing this webinar, I must say, a training program. I think this is quite helpful for all of us, especially the young lawyers as it gives us a good insight as to how to do e-filing. And I have been assisting like e-filing matters. Like I have been assisting my senior. However, when I tried to register for e-filing on the e-filing portal, that is 1 month back, I was not able to do so. And it showed that my details could not be found in the system. However, I got enrolled with Bar Association as well, and I have my license bar. I also have my ID card and everything. However, it was a month back. I was not able to do so, although there is registration thing available on the e-filing portal. But however, I was not able to do so. So my concern was that because I think we need to physically. Yes, sir. I think we need to go
Neha,
physically and.
Yeah, I got your thing because after you've enrolled as a member of the bar, okay, and it is not because initially when this was, we had to give our details not to the bar, but there is a record maintained. If you want to start register yourself for High Court, okay, matters in the High Court, e-filing, then you'll have to reach out to the concerned the High Court, and they will, once they have your details stored in their data system, then only one can register. Otherwise, you cannot. Likewise, for district court, there is a separate, I think, there you'll have to go and give in your details. I think if in the district court, you can get in touch with Mr. Yolan Christopher. Unless your details are given and it's put, it's stored in their data, one will not be able to register.
Yes, sir.
Did you get it now? Because just because one has been, we cannot get ourselves registered because our details will have to be given to them so that they have it in their system. Then only we can register ourselves and start e-filing.
Yes, sir. So my concern was only that because we are talking so much about e-filing and everything being online. However, for submitting our details, we literally need to go. And given the fact that we have already enrolled in the Bar Association and we have our ID cards, if there could be a system whereby when we get our ID cards, it is kind of authenticated by the bar that we are enrolled because we submit all our documents and everything. So if there can be a system where
no, we got that because your details are with our executive. Okay, it is not your details and system. The person who manages the system. So it is not that you need to physically go there and give it. You can get in touch with them, or you can just send in your details. So I'm sure they'll feed in the system your details in the system, and then after that you can register and use it.
Yes, sir.
Because the records being maintained by the bar is completely separate, and the records being maintained by the courts or whosoever is in charge of this e-filing system is completely different.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.